Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss a process through which we can download the data, or you can say transfer the data from ibmi system to your local system. Okay, and for this we will use the another option from the toolbar itself, which is transfer data from ibmi. So you can see that there is one option here. So if you hover on this option, it will show the description data transfer from ibmi. Okay, you can see this download button, right? If you are not able to see this toolbar, then make sure that in view section this should be selected. If it is not selected, then it won't appear to you. But if you select this toolbar option, then you can see this icon. Maybe there are different sequence in your system, but you can look for this option where it is showing data transfer from IPMI. So we are going to use this option. But before that, we will discuss the requirement, why we need this option. So let's say if we are working on a one physical file, let me hit one query first. Select start from, this is my file emppf. So right now it contains only 5 records. But suppose if the same file contains more than 1000 record and we want to transfer that data into our system, then how we can do this? In previous sessions, we discussed one option for copying the text, through which also we can copy the text from a screen and then we can save it into document. But think like what will happen, like if we are supposed to transfer the data as it is in a Excel file, because copy is very time taking. Like you have to take a copy of each screen and then you have to save the data, then again need to transfer that data to Excel sheet. So it is very tedious task. So to make it comfortable or easy, what we can use, we will use this data transfer from ibmi. Okay, so let's try to download the data or transfer the data. So just simply go and click here. Once you click here, it will open this screen where we are supposed to provide few information. So here you can see that it is automatically selecting pub 400 because we are using this public server. Then here, from which file you want to transfer the data, you can select either by going and clicking on this browse option. From browse, it will show the entire structure of your system, like libraries and all. So from here also you can select the thing. Just simply select your file and then click on select, and you will see that this is added here. But I will show you the direct method, like you can directly write here. So what you need to do, you just simply write Sharmit1, which is library name. So here you can keep your library name, then slash, and then file name. So my file name is emppf. Okay, so it is simple, library name slash file name. After that, just click on this data option, and here you can see that we can provide the query. Let's say if I don't want to access all the record, but for some specific record, so for that we can specify query as well. Like I can do group by here, select the fields where having order by. And one more thing is we can use here, like you can simply click on details and then it will show all the fields we have in this file. Like you can see here, all the fields are mentioned. Where clause, we can select the where clause from here, having, order by, group by. So as per your requirement you can customize your query. Then simply click on apply. Let's say if I want to just I just want to fetch the employee ID, so I will select this, apply, and OK. So you can see here it is showing where, because we have selected in where block. If I go again, so you can see that in where we have selected this. So from where I will remove, and in select I will go and then I will select the EMP ID and apply and OK. So right now it is showing that we are only selecting the employee ID. Okay, so as per your requirement you can select the column, but for now we are going to fetch the entire data from the file, so we will use asterisk or star for accessing the all data. Then simply click on OK. So once you click on OK, it will be set up, means the data options is set. So this is the through these steps we have instructed that we are going to fetch the data from pub 400, which it automatically takes. Then we are instructing that we have to take the data from Sharmit1 slash empf file. Okay, so where my Sharmit one is my library name and emppf is my file name. Then, or you can also browse your file from here, but it is bit time taking to directly pass it here in this way. Then go for data option, and in data option you can specify the query if you want to fetch data for a specific query. Fine. Now we will set for the now we will set up the destination file. So for that you can simply click on this detail option. Like from here also you can select display file active spreadsheet. Active spreadsheet means, let's say if you are working on one Excel file and it is open into your in one of your window, so you can select this active spreadsheet, and when you transfer the data it will automatically append that data into your existing file, open file. Okay, but usually we don't prefer this option. We go with the new file because every time we want a new file. So you can simply click on this details option. Like other options are here: display file, active calc file, spreadsheet. Okay, so I will simply go and click here on details. From here you can see, just a second, from here. Okay, so we have just press active spreadsheet, so it opens a file because we have selected that option. So let me go to file again. Now go for details, and here you can see there are few options that we are supposed to pass. First one is the file type. So select any file type which you want to use. Let's say .csv. For now we will go with this Microsoft Excel 97 2003 XLS. Fine. From this file action you can select any option: create new file, overwrite existing file, create or overwrite the file even if empty result. So we will select create new file because we want to create new file. From advanced option you can select these things: column name, column labels, specify, we can specify the starting position, okay, and path. So these are the things that we can select from here. Then simply click on cancel. Okay, now this option is very important. Let's say if you want to re-upload the same file again back to this ibmi system, in that case we are it is mandatory for all of us to use this option, because if you are not selecting this option, then we are it will not create fdfx file, and we need this fdfx file at the time of uploading the data back to this ibmi system. So make sure that you have selected this if you are intended to upload the file again back to this system. Okay, if you don't want to upload the file, then it is fine, you can leave this option. But if you want to upload, then it is mandatory step, right? So I would recommend you to always keep this selected, because like it might be there might be some requirement where we need to upload the data, so it is always good to keep the fdfx file. So just select this option, click on browse. From browse you can like specify the location where you want to save the file, and here you can give the name for fdfx file, right? So with this option we are going to create two files: fdfx file as well as the actual file. So I will put name of my fdfx file as emppf. I will keep the same name for both file. So it will create emppf.fdfx. Just simply click on open. Fine. Now you can simply go and click on OK. Here we are supposed to select the file location for the actual file. So I will go on desktop and I will name it as emppf. Then click on OK. Fine. So we are ready with all points. Means we have selected the fdfx file, we have selected the name for the output file. Now you can see this format option as well. You can specify start date, date format, date separator, time. As per your requirement you can select these options. Just click on OK, and then once you start transferring, it will start like firstly I will show you desktop. There is no file, so we will transfer the data from this. So let's click on start transfer. So it will take some time and then it will generate a file. So you can see we got the message: transfer request is complete, transfer statistics 1 second, and rows transfer 5. So let's check the file. You can see there are two files created: emppf.fdfx, which we will use at the time of when when we will upload the data back to the system. Okay, and another one is the AMPPF file, which is Excel format, because we have selected the Excel format, so it creates the Excel format data. So you can see Excel file is open and it contains the same data that we have in our PF. So it is very useful when we are working with multiple records and you want to download entire record into one Excel file. So you can use this option and it will properly align your data as we have already assigned in physical file. So this is the one of the best option you can use for IBMI from IBMI toolbar for data transfer. Fine, so this is the one requirement. Another requirement for download is that, let's say if you want to download any source, or you can say DDS of a file, then how we can do this? It is quite simple. You just need to specify your source physical file name. So just do this thing, library name Sharmit1 slash, now you can provide your source physical file name, where your DDS is, okay, and then keep this file name inside a parenthesis of source physical file. So I pass it as Sharmit1 slash Q Sharmit, and in parentheses I pass it as AMPPF. Now as we are going to take the source, so we can change the file type. So I will go and make it as TXT because I want to save it in a TXT format, and this option would be same, other option would be same as it is, and we have already selected the FDFX file, so it will work as it is. Now click OK. This file name, if you want to change name, you can change name for both the files, but if you don't want to change, then it is also fine because we are using the different format. Then simply click on start transfer. It will take some time, and you can see transfer request is complete, transfer statistics 2 seconds, and row transfer 5. And you can see on desktop we have this file .txt. If you open this, you can see the DDS is here. Okay, so this is also a best way to download the source or the DDS of any program. Let's say if there is any RPGLA program, you can also download that program, right? So, and also it keeps the formatting as it is. So that's the advantage of using this option. Okay, so it only difference is that, like in case of file, we will directly pass the file name after library, but in case of member, you can provide this location, because we know where we have created this DDS. I know that I have created this DDS is in Q Sharmit source physical file, so I just pass it like this, Q Sharmit, and parenthesis you can pass the file name. Okay, and so yeah, these are the things that we can implement using this option. So overall what we just discussed how to transfer data of a physical file from IBMI system to your Excel sheet or your local system. Another thing we see, like how we can download the source or the member DDS inside from the IBMI system to local system. Both are very useful and important method, because there are many time we see that there are requirement for downloading the data from IBMI system to this local system. So at that time we can use this option of access client solution for downloading the data or for transferring the data from IBMI. So I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.